Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Milton. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Alert, alert, alert. Let's go.
Rosen now off the bootleg. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Rosen. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Pump, pump. Motion, 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 motion. Motion, motion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Run that. Mark 5.
On 3rd down, Hamlet. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D. Check. Check, nickel. One. Check. Check. Switch.
And an alley to run. And he's able to get this this one down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down, Bears.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. They'll hand this to Tomlinson, running right. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bears have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
At the 6-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Bears.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
18 on the play. First down, Bears.
Let's go now. Touchdown. Get on. Get in the way with it. 50.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down.
Down. Mark's 56. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Shit. Watch the shit. Check 43.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2nd and 9 now. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Check tight. Check the call. 56 to Mike. Check 56.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. Miami ending. Right there, 56. Too low,
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. In for the score as the Bears push further out in front.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On second down, Milton. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On third down, Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. He can run for it, and he will. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bears.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw, escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run on 1st down. Tomlinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
50 seconds to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Back to throw. The 20. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. As his guys are in for 6 as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This is Tomlinson. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the pressure gets to him again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. 15 running. Right there. 56. Come on. Check.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage.
Watch 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Catch it. Hey, quarter.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. 36.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Flush to his right. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now it's Rosen looking. He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. The Packers on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Rosen. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Rosen will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a give, right side. Milton, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen has got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Rosen. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Christian Wilkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 4th down. Here's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
The kicker on for the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 2nd down now, Milton. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Hamlet, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He is an attack coach. Always attack.
So for Chicago, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S.
feel like, yeah, all day like